just through here.
In the Kangaroo Island bush just over 40 years ago, teenager Andrew Bennett made a shocking discovery.
Now that's sort of where it was, just over there.
Okay.
Mr. Bennett and his friend found a man's body only metres from a main road. It had gone unnoticed for up to 5 years.
It was just skeletal remains with clothing on it, really. Gets a bit thick though.
Now Mr. Bennett is taking police back to the scene as part of a fresh investigation into the 1983 missing persons case.
You've come through here, and what else do you remember about that day?
Just in there, and had a bag alongside him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just laying on the ground?
Yeah, just laying on the ground. We hightailed it out of here and went back to the tennis courts to tell other people, which didn't believe us.
Senior Constable Trevor Snyder from South Australia Police is leading the new investigation. It's one of 15 historical unidentified remains cases he's been looking into since 2020.
Unfortunately, this person, the identification, despite a lot of rumours circulating on Kangaroo Island, was never determined.
There was speculations that it was a teacher or something, but we never really heard anything about it.
After making little progress, Senior Constable Snyder started looking at new DNA investigative methods to offer hope, taking samples for forensic testing in Canberra.
So we essentially wanted to create a one-stop shop of forensic techniques where we could collaborate with the investigators to try and see if we could resolve those cases using the tools available.
Associate Professor Jodie Ward runs the National DNA Program that is working to give names to up to 750 unidentified human remains across Australia.
So here we are, potentially decades later, now applying the newest forensic techniques available.
One of the newest DNA matching techniques is known as Forensic Investigative Genetic Genealogy, or FIG.
It took new advances in DNA matching to finally catch him in 2018.
It's the technique that helped solve the infamous Golden State Killer case in the US.
So at that point, law enforcement agencies all over the world saw the potential of this technology. And, so did we.
FIG involves DNA being analysed and compared to samples on publicly available genealogy websites.
What this technology allows us to do is link to those more distant cousins and then build back their family trees to the present day.
And then, for the first time in Australia, Jodie Ward and her team made a breakthrough.
We saw that we had 2 high-confidence genetic matches.
That then opened up and rejuvenated the investigation.
Through the identification of distant cousins, a common ancestral couple was identified back to the late 1800s. That narrowed the possibilities from millions of people to several hundred descendants of that couple, and most likely one of their many grandsons. Investigators were then told to focus on one family of 11 children. James Hardy lives in New South Wales. His brother had been reported missing after vanishing from Enmore in Sydney in the 1970s.
Yeah, left his wallet and car keys. It was a strange setup, I never got answers.
He heard nothing for 45 years until
2 policemen had come to my front door and told me to inquire and ring up Trevor Snyder.
When he identified that his brother William was missing, was really amazing. It was suddenly this euphoric feeling that we're actually putting all the pieces of the puzzle together.
We had solved a missing persons case.
Further testing confirmed James Hardy to be a sibling match to the DNA taken from the body found on Kangaroo Island, confirming William Hardy as the missing man and solving a 40-year mystery.
I was dumbfounded. I could not believe how they found me. It's incredible.
To achieve this result is outstanding, not only certainly for the police, but also then to be able to provide some answers to the family after such a long period of time is very rewarding.
For police and the family, one key question remains unanswered, and that is just how did William Hardy end up here on Kangaroo Island, so far from home? It's the family's hope now that the composite image of William, along with his identification, will help prompt someone to come forward.
How did he get to Kangaroo Island and how did he die? That's never been answered.
Those answers will allow police to finally close the William Hardy file and reunite him with his family. James Wakelin, ABC News.